Okay, hello. What is good? Alright, we're making an attempt at streaming on YouTube. This is gonna go great, probably. We're all hoping. We are all hoping. Hello, hello. Alright, Wytchwood is up. Cool. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, warning. There will be swearing. I say fuck a lot. And I also talk about the Lord in vain. Yep. Alright, we have a funky little thumbnail now. I just took a screenshot of the title card of the game. Cool. Awesome sauce. Let's play a game, yeah? Woo! Alright, so I've technically already played this game a little bit, but I did that a while ago and I don't remember much, and then I restarted it more recently, and then I was like, actually, I really want to read, or I really want to do the voices for this, and I think it'd be fun to stream, so I'm gonna do that because I really like doing the voices. And you know, sometimes it feels a little awkward to be talking to yourself while playing a game, if that makes sense. Sometimes you just feel like you're like, oh, I'm reading out loud to the air. Anyways. Well, no, we're not going to continue. Wait, hold on. Damn it. See, I am so good at this. I'm very prepared. Are you ready to see me be so prepared? We're doing it. I'm being prepared right now. This is me being prepared. Fuck. Okay, it should... I love the looking for a game to capture thing. I wish that there was like a different thing that it went to when I messed up. Okay. Here we are. We're gonna do a new game because I got about an hour in and I was like switching between things. So we're gonna do a new save slot. We're gonna start fresh. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Bah! Who's there? Get up. Yeah, man. How's that feel? You devil! How dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? Shoo! Shoo! Get out of my house, you mindless beast! You're making a mess! With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. Oh my lord. I am really just too autistic for how loud this is. I have my volume on 20 now. Okay. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the hearth just yesterday. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. Also, she's canonically really old, so I don't know if I should be more like with it or not. Let's take a look around. I know where the grimoire is, but I just like. There's a fish. There's a dead-looking guy. There's a burning person. There's just something. Skull. I like that creaking noise. Definitely, creaking noise doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. Is that a guy in a plague mask? Can't tell. An official-looking dude. A fair maiden, I suppose. Why do I just have a bunch of the forest herbs all around? I guess that makes sense. But like, why do I keep them just out on the surfaces? Never mind. Cauldron. Stew. Okay. Grimoire. Aha! Here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it at any time by pressing H. And we can make a menu. Oh, my recipes are missing! That damnable creature is chewed up all the pages in my book. Where's my belt? I'll need it to carry my things if I'm to go confront the beast. I must have left it in that trunk over there. Yep. All my things. I love having things. Ugh, my poor back. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I still have the recipe for my mending poultice. H. Ha! I don't have that. Oh, wait, I do have that. That's why stuff is just sitting around. That makes sense. Sitting around so that I can... Yeah. Watch out. First things first, to go outside. Step out into a humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink and the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? You can at least put those gnashes to good use on this lawn. You open your map with tab to get there. Look at your surroundings. Please allow me to use the map. Wow. Darkness. I don't think that's what I'm surrounded by, actually. Let's just grab a bunch of shit. Can I not get into this? Okay, I have to find the goat in my yard. I know where he is, so we're just gonna look around really quick because I wanna... Like, ooh, look, ooh. Okay. I know lots of the beginning to this. What's good, King? Bah! Is that all you've got to say for yourself? Bah! Real. The goat coughs up a disgusting hairball. Ah, yes, hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Apologies. It's been so long since I've used a mortar vessel. Ugh, there's dirt in its mouth. You can talk? Of course I can talk. Has your mind become so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your own friend? You wound me, madam. Should I do a different voice?
You wound me, madam. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken, though I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I'm come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon?
Amount? Amount of what?
Oh dear, if you really don't remember, we should go over the contract details again. Down there.
The goat nods its head toward the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock?
You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Open your witch's eye with G to inspect objects and creatures and discover their weaknesses. Unveiling kind.
Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying beneath the surface.
I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched into the surface of the stone. They are too faint for me to read. Hold on. A powder unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to retranscribe my recipes.
I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as the result of abyssal possession.
By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft new grimoire. Yeah. I think I already have the stuff for that. Cool. I like the noise. You smear a handful of the glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelops the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen.
It must be written in umbral tongue. Allow me to translate.
The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head toward you. Dark, matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes.
I cannot see.
Unbelievable! Well, how are you then?
I didn't come here to help. I came to collect. Now do something about this mop affair, would you?
Fine. I think I have some nasty old shears down in the garden. Yes, I know where these are. Tutorial. Wait, let me, before I go and deal with them, collect the stuff down here. We're just gonna... Yeah, they're not gonna let me do this until... Yeah. Oh, Mom. Hey, bro. With much protesting and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes.
Ah, much better. Oh my. Were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well?
Watch your tongue, I'll give it a good snip too. Now, can you read the runes or not?
Yes, I am. A space beneath, she sleeps alone. Tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of fall shall unroot the stone, braziers burn and await the crone.
Crone? Who's it calling a crone? And what are these tokens under that?
Perhaps you ought to take a closer look. G at those braziers. I love the way that they put the letters in it. Okay, it's just really funny.
Perhaps you ought to take a better look. Yep. Oh, right, yeah. I'm blue feather, dog hair, frog slime, shiny stone. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and a shiny stone. I suppose you swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep?
I don't think so, but feel free to sift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp. You know, see that gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame.
The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do these creaky joints some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humors. Let's get it. We have places to be, things to kill, or whatever. Into the darkness. Tangle points. Snipping and tearing your shears make short work of the ground. Let's do it. You cut your way through the remaining vines and suddenly step onto a cold stone dais. Time seems to flow backwards. Maybe it speeds forwards? An oppressive, star-filled void stretches as far as you can see. Though there is no wind or sound in this void, a warm fall of breeze and chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. Oh. Ooh, I do not want to accidentally use that. Please and thank you. To the forest we go. Type shit. Okay, I know some of the things I need to do. I forgot a little bit. I got a little bit far. And I know some of the things I have to do. Oh, I should probably talk to her. Bird watcher. The woman spins around on her heels so quickly she nearly hits you with her spyglass. Ah, you startle me. Can't you say I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the famed indigo-tufted forest lark. They're said to be native to this forest, and this forest only. Have you seen one, perchance? You glance upwards at the small bird perched atop of the oblivious woman's hat. I haven't. Sorry. A shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland creature stuffing its cheeks with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behavior, and you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Observation, G, is key. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss an exciting new discovery. The blue bird glances vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. Yeah, good luck with that, girl. I'm sorry. Snapchat. I just got some meat. Oh, just got some meat. Where's meat? Okay, good adventures always go left. This good adventure can't go left, so we're gonna go down and left. Oh, I should probably. Yeah. I could probably, if I get a snap trap for those, I can kill those guys. Oh my lord, oh my. Hey, brother.
Oi, lady, what's with that great stinking pot on your head?
I would ask the same about all those stinking frogs in your trousers.
Ah, you're just jealous.
The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectually at wayward flies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Juggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish flailing about like that?
Are you daft? Me frog's hungry, so I gotta catch some of these fireflies to feed him.
He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That would let you swing that net properly.
Oh, I see how it is. You're after me precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net, and you catch me some fireflies? And maybe I'll think about trading you one of my froggies.
Well, thanks for the free shit. Hey. I love free things. Oh, I do. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like you. Oh shit. I forgot to check her. Well, do I care about giving you what you need? I don't remember if I actually give a shit about your ass. I have 5. How many did you want?
Well, these offers aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. The frogs can eat.
5 fireflies. The boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank.
Maybe these are nice and juicy. The lads are going to feast tonight.
Now, about our deal. You agreed to trade me one of your pets there?
What deal? I don't remember making no deal.
A frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and flops down by his feet with a wet slap.
Dang it, there goes Slippery Pete.
Not Slippery Pete. He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but I'm sorry. No, not Slippery Pete. But the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush.
Oh, shucks. I never liked him anyways. You can catch him. He's all yours.
Loser. I just did that in 2 seconds. Major L. Can I steal the other ones? Okay, bye. Maybe more fireflies will come back. We'll end up being there. Where am I going? More of these things. Hey, King.
Aye, you there. Give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. My darn useless son was face down me when he's wanting off again.
Wait. Do I want him to be really nasally?
I don't know. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Oh!
That ragamuffin was yours.
Anyway, we need a little clearing away some of these dead locusts. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores.
Spores.
As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Yeah, my boy won't be missing his hatchet.
Thanks for the free shit, bro. I love owning things. I love it when people give me things to have, and I get to have them. It's my favorite. So, like... Oh my god, don't fucking attack me. Oh, hey, shit, I got... Nice. I'm really good at this game. I keep on forgetting, like, what my actual task is. Ooh, pretty. More of them. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. My memory extends like 5 minutes and then it's gone. You know what I mean? I am going to take you ladies away. I'm very sorry. Is this trafficking? No. They're... Well, I mean, it's like fairy trafficking. Did I kill them when I hit them with the net? Do they disappear? What happens when I kill them? Whatever. The stag, a stylized image to flatter the self-proclaimed ruler of this region. Commissioned by him, of course, and promptly forgotten. The self-proclaimed ruler of this region. The stag. Oh. Okay. Well, seems like the game is dissing monarchs, which I like. Hey, King. Oh my god, are you okay? Like, emotionally?
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't know about this.
You tap the man's shoulder and he nearly tumbles headfirst into the well.
Ah, what's the matter with you? I could have fallen in.
Then perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge like some wobbly stalk. What's so interesting down this well anyways?
Well, my grandpappy used to tell me that people drop all sorts of treasure down there. Just waiting for someone to dig it up. Got myself a trowel and thought I'd give it a go. But the rope's out, and it looks awful dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking out there in the shadows.
I'm gonna cry. Okay.
Ever consider that those ghoulies might get goosebumps thinking about you lurking up here in the sunlight? No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them. Actually, maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Here, why don't you take my trowel?
I'm just making the voice get worse and worse. I'm making the voice so bad.
Here, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down to the well and see those ghoulies yourself.
I don't know why this is making me laugh so much. Okay. This old well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. Reedy twine. You toss a length of a strong homemade rope down into the darkness. Seems like it should support you without much fuss. King, are you having a panic attack? Do I need to, like, push you away from this well so you don't hyperventilate and pass out? Well. just finding shiny stone after shiny stone. Do I have to kill a dog? No, I don't. Okay, I just remember. Okay, I don't need to kill a dog. I need to put it to sleep. Mushrooms. Hey, King. Something stirs inside. Okay. Slay for that. I'm gone now. I'm going. Unless you need anything. Bye. Off we go. Are you actually gonna make it, bro? Okay, never mind. How am I doing that through the gates? Parts of which is way until it begins to open. What a way of saying that you're blocking me off from the rest of the map until I finish the beginning tutorial or whatever. Okay. Evening, man. Evening, ma'am. Come to check on the pottery. I'm afraid I just fired the kilns up, so there'll be a whale still. Pottery? Bah, I was just admiring that thing. Fine hang on over there. You point to a straggly looking mutt patrolling the yard. May I give her a petting? Oh, you can try, but I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a touch bitey today and doesn't much like people going near the ovens. I have a way with animals. Surely I can find... Gee! Something to calm it down. Little baby. Little pretty little baby. Oh my god. No, don't go near it. It's actually gonna attack. I know it will. Oh, fuck. Slut. Okay, oh, yes, I remember. Okay. Hello, sir. I'm back to get stuff with the towel I have. Sir, are you gonna make it? He's like been huffing and puffing since I left. Do I need to help him? I hear you crying. A warm gobbet of animal flesh soaked with sleeping magic, useful against dogs. Sorry. A warm? Why is it still warm? I feel like it'd be room temperature by now. Or like outside temperature or something. Oh my god, fuck! Shit! Just throw it. No, do not run towards him. Dear God. Are you incapable? Please! Fucking... Eat it. Frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those busies. I should head back home now. Okay, well, first I'm gonna get some more sludge. Wait, bro, come back. Am I stealing from him? I guess I am. I'm committed to this life of crime. Thanks for the objects, man. I feel like I'm a bad senior citizen. But it's fine. Okay. Bye. TTYL. Ooh, I love having sticks. Give me the sticks. Hey. She's on the struggle bus. She does not know she's on the struggle bus, but the struggle bus has a loud horn. Away we go. One of the advices I got when starting this game was to try and multitask the different, like, main quests. So I'm gonna do that. Because you have to go to different places to do them. What are you giving me? Please do me for set them in the braziers. The brazier awaits an offering. Ash, brazier. Have you something to burn? Blue feather. A strong force pulls the feather down into the large basin like a magnet. It bursts into a bright flash of light as cold flames engulf its essence. Empty brazier. The brazier waits an offering. Have you something to burn? Dog hair. The dog hairs take a moment to fall from your fingers, fluttering down into the basin one by one. The fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. The brazier awaits an offering. Trusted brazier. The different names. Just empty brazier, ash, fuming brazier, trusted brazier, frog slime. Have you something to burn? Frog slime. You gently squeeze the globs of wet slime from your satchel into the basin. The mucus bubbles and pops before cold flames reduce it to a fine, odorless ash. And glinting brazier. Brazier waits an offering. Shiny sun. All of them seem like they had things the things that were supposed to be put in them, but like not actually used or something. Not like crusted. Glinting brazier. You drop the stone into the basin with a resounding chime sound. Fractures trace across the pebble before it cracks open, and a cold green light swallows it within its flames. The emerald shrine entrance. The emerald flashes of the emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadow crawl up the rock face and crack open the solid granite like stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway, descending down into the cold earth. After you, madam. I like that he calls me madam. Feel respected. Can you let me in, please? Let me in, please. Sleeping mating. A beautiful woman soon surpass asleep inside a delicate glass ball. Sleeping maiden. Encased inside a gilded crystal coffin lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express deep sadness. The sound of cloven hooves echo across the marble floors as the goat comes to your side. What something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me? I brought her to you. Why? Who is she? I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless from to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul. Save her from what? And why is she asleep? Why, from the 12 wicked souls whom you said wronged her in life. Villains who deceived her and cheated her and broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until her contract is fulfilled. Until you bring those 12 wicked souls. What? I remember no such contract. Well, the pact is binding, regardless of what you do or do not remember. At the goat's words, you feel something hard and dark locked away in the depths of your heart. It speaks the truth. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. What do I care about some sleeping beauty? Bring me the 12 souls, and I will release the sleeping maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows? In time, you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. You can simply return to the comfort of your little home, where you would waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free, and your mindless stares and ideas that were in yours. But it is a big decision to make so easily. Why don't you sleep on it? A heavy weight fills your marrow. Your eyelids flutter, barely able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. It's a good hook. If I were to write story like this. It's a good hook. I like the use of you don't know why you're doing this, but you're gonna do it anyways, you know? You don't know why you care, but you're gonna do it anyways.
Good morning. I trust you've made up your mind. Will you collect the souls I've asked for, or would you prefer to stay stuck in this festering swamp? All right. No need to get your horns in a twist. I'll do as you ask. You haven't given me much choice. Splendid. As it happens, I can already sense the first 4 souls received. 2 are in the forest, another in the swamp to the north, and the last in the fields to the south. Could you be more specific? Near a shapely stump, perhaps inside a tree with a face, by an overgrown mushroom grove. Do I look like a compass? Go out there and look for yourself.
Thanks, gang. Appreciate. Let's just get as much of the things that we're gonna need before we go that I already have access to. It's good to have stuff. That's my experience. That's just my memory from experience with this before. Oh wait, do I know how to make? Oh, cool. It's not even that tough. Well, this is probably open. Good adventures always go left. Lakeshore path. No. I know that's not the beginning yet. Oh wait, I know. I have to talk to start the bear thing. There's this fucking guy down here, right? I think? Am I wrong? Is he not down here? Am I going the wrong way? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm insane. I'm not gonna do the crazy, I was crazy all the time. Oh, you. Quartermaster.
Hello there. So sorry, I think I managed to get the most of the debris off the road.
Looks like you've made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart?
Yes, well, usually I was sent on a very important mission by order of my captain. The bear.
The bear, you say? What sort of mission?
It's my job to make sure the lakeshore camp is well stocked with provisions, and most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the aviary with a cart full when a deer or something darted out of nowhere, tossed my poor mule so bad that she broke her bridle and ran off. My own heart nearly leapt out of my ribcage. Piled the darn cart right into the ditch she did. Now every barrel smashed, and I can't bring myself to report back into camp. The bear will have my guts for garters, I'm sure of it.
This bear sounds like quite a brute.
Oh, you don't know half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, heads will roll. Maybe you could lend me a hand.
I'm just wondering the quotation, then quotation, then quotation. 3 quotations, not 4. Odd number of quotations.
I can't very well put this broken cart back together. No, nothing like that. But could you take a message to the sergeant of the lakeshore camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know what happened. And maybe he can get me out of this bind. You can get to the lakeshore camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. You just stay with the cart and assess the damages. Oh dear.
Buddy. Press tab to open your journal and review quest objectives. Track quest to display what to do next. Yep. Got it. On that type shit. We're gonna deal with this fucking guy. He's a bit of a drunkard. Alright. I know where I'm going. Let's just have a bunch of stuff. No? Let's just get a bunch of stuff. Let's just get a bunch of stuff before we go. Because it's always good to have stuff. Bye, King. Let's get some more ash. And let's make some more water and jars and shit will come in handy. Oh, I'm out of clay. Here. Oh my god. It's been a whole day and he's still freaking out. Time moves weirdly. I don't know what else I can use the thing for, but I'm gonna keep a couple of them at least. Let's just get some more jars of water. Like 5. And then have 2 more. Because I know there's milk. There's a cow in the fields, and then I can use the milk on something. Bye, Anxiety Man. If I can, like, bring you a fucking inhaler or something, I will. But I don't think that's a quest yet. I think that you just stay here forever. Sad, alone, and scared, which is kind of really sad. What do you do? What's gonna sparkle? What's gonna sparkle? See, they put sparkles places, and it works for me. It tells me where to go. Hey! Where'd you think you're going? Yeah, no one but us soldiers are allowed inside the lakeshore camp. Get out of my way. I have urgent news of your quartermaster. I need to speak with your sergeant. Urgent? Only thing that's urgent is a line full of latrine, or if the captain hasn't had his drink. That's right, Captain Bear is in a right foul mood. You can't come in unless you want a good thrashing. The guard almost has to shout over the clattering din coming from inside the camp. You heard him. It's dangerous in there. Wouldn't have the to let a frail old granny like you near that beast. One guard turns to the other with a conspiratorial shrug. Yeah, but we just say what's good for my health. Oh, yeah, you're right. We might be convinced to look the other way if we was fairly compensated. Right, fairly compensated, of course. We'd be sticking our necks out after all. Lord. You carefully press 3 heavy coins into the palm of the waiting guard. There, I expect you two can divide them evenly amongst yourselves. Right, 1 for you, 2 for me. What? You mean 2 for me and 1 for you? I'm the one who does all the real guarding around here. You still owe me for that game of dice you lost. You cheated me. Give me them coins. The 2 guards fall into fisticuffs and roll into the bushes, leaving the gate to the camp wide open. Bye, Kings. Let me just drop you really quick. Ooh, you don't need these. Wait, what did I just get? Blood! Nice. Onto shoulder. Dang. Large, ferocious soldier with many self-aggranding balls on storage. As he cautiously approached, oh my god, the bear drains the last of his enormous tankard and smashes it against the head of a nearby soldier, knocking the hapless man to the ground. And then I will have done just like that. So next time I catch any of you cowards turning tail, I'll skewer you like a fish and leave your guts for the goats. Suddenly noticing that his drink has gone dry, the bear bellows to the skies. More mead, you yellow-bellied worms. More drink. Bring me my delicious honey mead. The soldiers taking cover nearby exchange nervous glances at each other, none wanting to confront the bear. There is no more honey mead. The bear wipes a strand of drool from his sagging lips and his bleary eyes slowly focus on you. A mocking smirk splits his face as he waves at you with his great spiked mace. Say, now that's a funny-looking helmet, soldier. I ever tell you the time I crushed the bucket-headed barbarians of the Western Mountains? You decide that now is a good time to leave the bear to his ramblings, rather than make yourself an unfortunate prop in his war stories. The bear kicks an empty tankard at you as you retreat back into the camp. That's right. Go get me more meat. You're good for nothing. Slag it. Okay, King. I wonder if I'd walk down here and the same thing. Doing his job, but doesn't seem all that about it. This soldier can't decide which is more dangerous, so hanging his post or saying this close to the bear. Wait, can I get near him? Ugh. I bet if you guys teamed up, you could kill him. Do you like him that much? I mean, like, I know that maybe it's trees in or something, but I'll talk to you in a second. Oh, Sergeant. That's the guy I got. The frenetic-looking officer shouts hurried orders at whoever will listen, but most of the camp soldiers are busy cowering or knocked out cold. Man the gates! You! Over there! Secure the perimeter! We just need to hold out a little longer! Sir, we're running out of men. Where's that damn shipment of honey? You step over an unconscious footman to address the man in charge. I might be able to answer that question. Who led this old bat into camp? I found your quartermaster. He's having a bit of cart trouble on the road. I'm afraid your shipment isn't going to get here anytime soon. What? Oh, curse my rusty britches. Without that honey and other supplies, we can't make the honey mead. The bear's gonna flatten the whole camp when he finds out. The camp looks half flattened already. What's all this ruckus about? Well, the bear is the greatest warrior there ever was. We're just grounded on when we're fighting the enemy. But once we set up camp, he likes to use us poor swords as playthings to reenact his conquests. And the only thing the bear loves as much as fighting is drinking. It gives us up so much honey mead we have to brew it right here in the camp just to keep up. He points to a squat-looking device tucked near some tents, a portable brewery. Without that shipment of ingredients, I don't see how we can ever calm the bear down. So much is on the pace before the sun sets. Let me take a look at this brewery of yours. The bear is so in love with brawling and boozing, and perhaps it's about time he received a dose of his own medicine. Oh, are we gonna poison? Yes, we are. My bad. You inspect the brass contraption, a tank here, a hopper there. The bitter smell of alcohol is infused into the well-worn metal. Despite the needlessly complicated dials and tubing, at the end of the day, the brewery is really just a fancy cauldron. This seems simple enough. I should be able to concoct just the potion for your troubles. The rattled sergeant shrugs his shoulders at you. Sure, if you think it'll help, but you need to fuel the darn thing first. Our supplies are a mess, so you have to figure it out on your own. You open up the brewery to inspect its complicated innards. Yep. I'm not gonna read this all out because it's just putting shit in there. That makes no sense. Fucking hell. Do I have to, like... rodent lard? I have to go... Fucking thing. Find me some twigs. Oh my lord! I don't like that. I didn't like that. That wasn't... I don't like that. Please don't do that, man. Even the trees fucking come to the fuck to life. Oh wait, I should... No twigs? Alright, let me find this bitch. Where'd that fucking squirrel go? Or, where are you? Oh, This tree seems particularly angry about something. Maybe everything. Thought I would get more twigs from that. Hey, King. Oh, shit, sorry. Oh, wait, shit. Tempting but deadly morsel for meat-eating critters. This is the snake path. I will talk to this lady. You approach a young woman weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Oh, my sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again. You consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and hand it to her, and offer it to the maiden. There, dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corners of her eyes. Swallowing the last of her sobs, she composes herself before sighing wistfully. It's my beloved. Such a sweet and romantic man with the voice of a meadowlark. Ah, I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry. There's plenty of other frogs in this swamp. What? No, he loves me, and I him. Though our families would never allow us to be together, he'd come out and sing outside my balcony every night. One night we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun. He still didn't reveal himself. Tough break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you? The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We were destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now, I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming from across the water. Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfowl, faint notes of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the reeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't just mad in love. It's coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere. I just know it. She crumbles into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears. Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where this toddy bard of yours has run off to. Yep. The music seems strongest on the shore, but even here you can't quite place the source. It seems to be emanating from the half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's waters. Maybe that fool bard's hiding way up there? Bah, but I swim as well as hens fly. Suddenly some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your ear.
Oh, the musical man you'll never see.
You spin around, but no one is there. Just a nattering laughter bouncing on the wind. Who's there? Show yourself, spirit. Alright. Well, let's give this guy a proper taste of what we mean. That we mean business. Business is what I mean. Don't you know? Okay, I'll switch to the snake for now. Bitch! You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze.
Heck! Let me go! You naughty pot! You're crushing the life out of me!
You trifling little pest. What do you know about this music?
Music? What music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the peeping birdies. Your wrinkly old ears must be full of bugs.
Don't you play smart with me. I'll pop off your head like a daisy.
Oh, you mean that music? It's the sound of the snake's traveling circus. I thought everyone knew that. Circus stays still, but the door's the thing that travels. You see? And right now the door's out on that lake, but you'll never get in.
You give the wretched sprite a good shake, and a shower of glittering dust sheds off its wings. Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth.
Ah! Only Fey folk can show the way. dirty fairies built a bridge. Keep all your big folk out, unless the snake invites them in.
You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's this bridge?
We're a pixie, not one of those flammy-pammy mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you.
The creature peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms.
Oh look, there's a fairy now! Why didn't you ask her?
You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction, the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger.
Ouch, you sneaky little blighter.
Springing free of your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes in a cloud of smoke. You look down at your dust-covered hand. Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere. Lakeside basin. Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal, and might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your finger around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off, as if drawn in by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. I have to go kill a bunch of birds, don't I? Okay. Fucking fine. I'll go kill a bunch of fucking birds. This feels so messed up. just, I gotta go kill them. I can't, they don't like shed. Hey lady, don't judge me out here. I'm just, killing the things you're looking for. You know what? Be immoral. It's important. Sometimes you need to not be the part of the status quo. Sometimes you need to get your own code going for you. You know? Maybe I should get some more dog hair. I'm out of water. Killing someone. Like, okay. Okay. Let's make 2 cinder boxes. Alright, let's go find a squirrel. Squirrel. Come on, there's gotta be a squirrel somewhere. I just don't want to run out of things. I think it's a good idea to keep on having been helpful. Alright, I guess I'll go back up there. Oh, wait. I'm gonna kill that guy. I'm gonna kill this guy. Is he burning? How long do I have to wait? I don't want him to blow up eventually. I want him to die so I can have his heart. Did it work? Oh, I did. So fucking good at this. Okay, oh, I forgot I was here. Why did I make that? I guess I have another one. Thanks for the hair. Okay, Queen, I'm back. Funky looking stone. Blue feather. Placed into the basin, the feathers arrange themselves into a triangular symmetry, like a ley line. The basin begins to glow a soft yellow as the fireflies rise from the feather. They begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. Glitter rains down gently, shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight. Slowly, the particles trace the form of a bridge, leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway, find that it is as strong as if it were made of solid stone. Meow. Be right back, princess. Yeah, I shouldn't call her princess. That's rude. I don't know. Hey. Very stereotypical juxtaposition of egg and money. I'll appreciate my Andrew. Sure, that's Andrew. I know that's Andrew. The snake would like to meet you. Thanks. That's not creepy at all. The snake, enchanting to look upon, even more enchanting to engage. This is interesting place to die.
Draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into the crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear, welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers.
Ha! I just came here and set to the bard. That's him outside, right? With the loot?
Minstrel? Yes, he is working off a debt to me.
All those folks out there seem a touch addled. What did you do to them?
They're all humble folk looking for something, just as you are. I'm here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work.
So what are you, some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest.
Wizard? No. I'm a seer, a scryer of the hidden mists, a foreteller of fortunes, and a keeper of secrets.
Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible.
Ah, a skeptic. And step closer and let this crystal ball reveal its mysteries.
Snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight.
I am a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remember.
You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils wind around you, but you are powerless to move.
You have forgotten much.
The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscopic mosaics against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own. I have forgotten so much.
Let me help you find your answers.
The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you. With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait, get off me, you worm! You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. Huh. I guess that sly savage has some tricks up his sleeve. I'd better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there. The festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in the haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with that bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess. Strumming his lute, this strapping young man has a faraway look in his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wonder I even know she called my lover. To my chagrin, I screamed at the gaze of another. Curiously stared, I was not prepared. This was my mistake. A blinding gaze, now I live my days. So. I don't know whether she might still see me, see? This way I should really to get and there are the shadows, pieces of scatter with many waves of light. Damnation whispering to this one's wounded rain and hiding in the What's all this about, Virgin Mara? You gave it to that weeping maiden. Speak plainly, you wobbling fool. No matter what you do, the pawn musician barely seems to realize you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and singing his mournful tune. Maybe that love sickness will never. Let the witch say fuck, okay? So she has to go, fa! Hey queen, I saw your bitch. He's someone else's bitch right now, but I'll get him back for you, don't worry. Oh, still my beating heart. Have you any news about my dear sweet love? I found him at the carnival, but he's been mesmerized by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave. The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate to consult with that charlatan? I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. Do you know anything about that? A mirror? Oh, yes, it was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice, she produces a small cracked hand mirror. Well, one night, it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards. His song mentioned something about a wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree. Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you. Oh, thank you.
I should very much love to see it whole once again.
Alright. Shard in the forest well, shard in the swamp, shard in Pitsy's tree. Yeah, I think this gnarled tree is littered with countless trinkets and bits of trash, glued haphazardly together to form a glittering hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard, but pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peer out of the tree's knotholes. A familiar cackling voice floats above the others. You again, Kettlehead. What you want now? I've come for that mirror shard. Hand it over and I won't have to strangle you again. No way. We need shinies to keep gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is. What? Since when are fairies afraid of shiny things? Well, I don't see no fairies around here, do you? But maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom herders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs. And worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near. But maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us? And then you'll give me that shard. Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. 3 shrines. Okay. Fields. Swamp. Okay. We'll do that later. Okay. Bye, guys. That's not. I'm gonna go to the well. See if I can do anything about that, maybe. First. Literally, because I'm going to the well. Oh, and there was that other one that guy was near. Should I catch you guys? You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. A pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above, while simultaneously cowering. Oh dear, what are you doing down this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? 2 thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass, while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. Alright, roast beast. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice and you hear a satisfied munching from within. Mirror shard. Okay. I guess the fields are down, right? I'll go check out the fields. Get started on the Ox's quest. And gather some shit. Grains. Good day to ya. Yeah. I'm so good at this. Let's get it. Hey bro, come back. Come on, it's not that deep. Come on, bro. It's not that deep. Who are you? I love you. Oh my god. Oh, change that. Vegetal farmer. A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. He tilts up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you out here? How's it growing, farmer? How is it growing, farmer? Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying my best to win the harvest competitions this year. Oh, well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon. You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that sour ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops. Careful now, you're beginning to sound like a sore loser. Yeah, not sore loser. I just think it's quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox and his family grew the largest corn cobs I've ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my only little helpers. He motions to the animated turnips and potatoes busy with menial farm work. I just killed one. But this year, his crops are larger than ever before, even though his family is nowhere to be seen. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's working the fields all by himself. He's working the fields all by himself. What happened to his family? That's his fishy pet. No one knows. They just disappeared one day and the oxes said nothing. That does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go ask him myself. Yeah. His farm is down to the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies won't grow themselves, you know. Yeah, man. Totally. I mean, you probably grew yourself, but yeah. Or something. Okay. Alright, town to the southwest. Bitch. Unusual hay. Upon closer inspection, this mountain of hay appears to have been deliberately woven into an intricate wickerwork structure. You carefully pluck a single piece of straw from its center, and the whole bundle begins to swirl and unravel until a gaping vortex opens before you. A shadowed way. To the fields. Gnarly. Crow's foot. Alright, I have to go down to the southwest. Let's steal from him.
This dog is nice to me. You're so cute.
Free eggs. I don't need more clay. Just eerie. Easy to see why crows don't like these. That's good. Hey, this is private property. What are you doing trespassing on my land?
Why, I just came to admire the glow of your crops, Master Ox. I heard you produce the most bountiful produce in the land.
Well, you heard right. I work day in and day out till my hands are raw and my back is broken, but you won't find a finer farm anywhere else.
You're sure to take first prize at the Harvest Festival again. You and your family must be so proud.
The ox spits on the tilled soil. Ha! Those lazy louse never understood the pride and joy of devoting oneself to the land. What good's a family that grabs about hard labor? We'd never have won any of those competitions if it wasn't for my sacrifice.
Where is your family then? I can't help you but notice you're working all by yourself.
If you must know, those damnable bandits out by the South Bridge stormed in the place one night and stole them away.
Bandits? You don't seem very concerned about getting them back.
I'm better off. For all I know, they could have been already ransomed off for fertilizer. But if you're worried, why don't you go talk to those bloody brigands yourself? Now get your big nose off my fields or I'll toss you in the compost heap. I know it doesn't make sense because they're all like living in the same area, so why do they all have different accents? I just want to do it that way. I don't know if getting a bunch of changeling root is like helpful to me, but I keep on doing it. Off we go to investigate the bandit camp in the fields, of which I've seen it. Bitch, come here. This is what I meant. Skeeter snoot from a mosquito. I get it.
Alright, well, I don't really need anything else from here, I don't think. I mean, I can get more grain, I bet. Because I need that for these guys. I'll get 15.
I'll get a bunch. I'll get a bunch. And then I'll just get some more ground powders. And then I'll be on. Alright, come back, bing boing, McBing boing. Not you guys. I mean, I guess. Hey, bing boing, McBing boing, bing boing. Alright, let's go here. And
I thought I did investigate the bandit camp in the fields. Oh, no, because I have to... Oh my god. Let's get back on track with the bear. I'll get the brewery going and see what else they need me to do. And then I'll go probably to the swamp next, because that's probably the last place that I need. I'm gonna need things from both. Hey man. With the heat of a cinderbox, you set the stove chamber of the brewery alight. It will bring the tank to a boiling boil. With a hiss of steam and the sound of boiling water, the rattling brewery is ready for the next step of the process. Of course, I'll need honey for the mead. That quartermaster said he was coming back from the apiary fields, so best try there. Then I'll need a proper magical binder and a token of the bear to seal the spell. Something is the camp want to do the trick. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. Honey, metamorphosis elixir, and torn elixir. Bug acorn. But I have the other stuff for it. Through the open tent lamp, you catch a glimpse of pillaged trinkets and treasures scattered about the spacious interior. You surmise that one of these precious objects might contain enough magical essence to use as a token of the bear. Your eyes have only a moment to linger upon the giant fur-lined bed before a hand pulls the door flap shut. The sergeant gives you a disapproving glare as he ushers you away. Hey, you can't go in there. This is the bear's personal tent. You know the kind of hell that would break loose if he finds out someone's been snooping? Don't worry, I'll be careful. Seems like your men are keeping him distracted anyway. You glance over at the bear as he tosses aside a soldier like a sack of potatoes. No way, no how. If you think this is bad, just wait until he finds out there's no more honeymead. Huh. If you're so afraid that stomping brute, why don't you just slip away into the night? Surely it would prolong your life a little. And abandon all my friends? We soldiers gotta stick together. It's our only chance. If only there's some way to stand up to the bear. A thought seems to cross the sergeant's mind as he notices the potions and baubles hanging around your belt. Say, you're good with magical doodads and whatsits, right? What if you made me some sort of protected charm or talisman? Then I could maybe have a chance against that monster without getting my head stoved in. If I make you a protective talisman, will you let me into this tent? I suppose I wouldn't have much to worry about if you did. The sergeant looks at you with a glimmer of hope in his eye. Lord all fucking mighty. I'm sure that these are things that I need. Yeah, okay. Cool. And then what else? Dragonfly wing in this one. Of course, I need to go to this one because I need to go to this one for fucking everything. Cool. So I need talisman to get the teddy bear. I need metamorphosis elixir. So bug ichor, and dragonfly wing. Bug ichor and dragonfly wing. Probably other things as well. Alright, we're gonna switch to the be right back screen because I gotta use the bathroom. So, be right back.
Okay, hello. Hello, hello. We are switching back to... sorry, give me a second. Alright. On and on we go. What did I say was doing this? Swamp. The swamp. We're gonna go to the swamp. Right? Because the only other thing is... Sorry. Oh, he also doesn't like the dreadful dog. Why do I need to deal with the dog first? It's not that tough to knock it over. Whatever, man. Let me see this. Am I doing okay on supplies? I believe so. Alright, we're gonna make some more of these bad boys. I don't know how many of these I need, so I'm just gonna... Alright, I know that there is an old lady in the woods. Not in the woods, in this swamp. That needs my help. And I know that the leech has her husband. So let's get it. Oh my fucking lord. Bait stick. I have that. One. Mushroom. Skeeter. Smoke pellet. What I need is dragonfly wing and bug core. What the hell are you? I don't like it. embalming salts from the swamp and the docks. Funky. Wait, is he gonna get me? Oh my god, I had so much fear of this fucking guy, and he was not even gonna... Why? I just hate leeches, that's why. The only thing that would attack me here is that guy. And I just need to walk away. Dude! Okay. Cool. Hey, lady.
Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please, come a little closer, sister.
I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister?
I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract.
The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that damnable goat too. What sort of pact did he rub you into?
Oh, you know how it is. I was young, and he wasn't no good when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dog country folk. But it's ancient history now.
This woman is my idol.
Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down in the comforts of retirement.
I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here.
Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel.
She clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's wrong with your bones? Maybe I can help?
It's my dear old husband, handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He's had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like snapping your toes when you're not looking. Anyways, he twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have it looked at. That was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried. I even thought about making another contract.
Don't you dare. You just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is.
Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood.
Oh, nice. Okay, I am gonna steal from her. Please, 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 please. Oh, I can make multiple. I did not get more milk. Why did I just make this? Oh, pray for me. I'm such a fucking dumbass. Alright, wait, what did I make this for? These guys. Embalming salts. Just embalming salts. I suppose. Alright, I wonder where we find ourselves. That is a lot of frogs. 3 frogs. And embalming salts. Come back here. And whatever our friend up here is. A sacrifice. Oh. don't have enough hard stuff. Campfire. I don't know where I'm finding hard stones. Well, anyways. Should I care about the fact that these guys are looting the boot at me? Disturbed bodies. One thistle seems to be in contact with close over. Okay. I did not consider you. Toto. Yuri somehow manages to make the swamp even less inviting. Do I need iron? Whatever. I'm assuming that's what Now, how the hell did that work on you? Whatever. I am not gonna argue with free things. I don't like you. You make me uncomfortable. Ew, ew, ew is how I feel when I look at you, ew, ew. Men. Surround them. I feel like an absolute diva. Bitch, come here. I don't want to go to the sick house yet. I've been there before and it makes me unhappy. But I have to eventually, so we're gonna just go up here first and check out this part up here first. Nope, I'm not talking to you. We're not friends. Hi! Troll. A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, busy scratching an itch on his back with a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. I'm a 12-year-old boy. Out of the way, you big galoot! He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent. Ooh! Fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dissipated. I mean, that's an epic fart, dude. I'm happy for you. You know? This was just the thick moss growing. Damn it. The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings in the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forward from the waterlogged wood until an imperial doorway opens her. Rock smash. Nice! Nice. I'm so good at this. Free blue feather. Oh, 3 things. Alright, we're gonna go do the sick house thing. Wait, how do you make that? An effective snare at holding. Pumpkin jacks and stick fingers. One size. I can't. Dang it. Sick house moves. Overworked and underappreciated. Such a nasty thing. Hey, Gwen. Hold on now. This sick house is full to the brim and festering with disease. Don't you know there's a deadly plague going on? A plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it. But
It's terrible. It affects the young end or the healthy end of the healthy end of my life. I'm so swamped with patience, I can barely catch my breath. That's why I sound like this. Like I can't fucking breathe. Help.
So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill?
We've just got so many bodies piling up. Somebody has to bury them before they spread the sickness further.
She drops her voice to a whisper, looking ashamed.
My voice now sounds like this because my voice now sounds like this because I already had a whisper for a voice. It's gotten so crowded I can't tossing in the swamp.
That seems unethical.
But don't worry, the leech is inside working her miracles on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands.
The leech, that's the doctor at this place.
That's the best in the land. I don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skills.
I need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here.
Sorry, I cannot in good conscience allow a person of your years to enter such an infectious space without a proper inoculation. But with all the patients, with no one medicine, I'm afraid I don't have any to spare.
Bah! What's a simple booster shot made from anyway? There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in this one. I'll go get them myself.
No, it's a pretty basic prescription. If you bring me the components, I'll be able to mix and administer it, then you can go inside. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain.
The lazy grass is what I'm missing? Whoa, what the fuck? How did I do that? What? Whoa. Whoa. What? I actually just opened the hack menu. Dude, how did I do that? Oh my god. 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 Okay, well, let's go and get some more fucking lazy grass from the goddamn fucking fields. Do I swear too much?
Never. You're perfect.
Thank you. That's why I need to be here today. Alright, we'll run to the fields, get some lazy grass. Made of sunflowers and daisies and posies. Roses and dozens. Oh my goodness. Ooh la la. I'll get some extra lazy grass just in case. Hey bitch, come here. We'll just get a bunch of lazy grass just in case. I just like to have it. You know, it's good to have things. It's important to have things. Hello. Sorry. Fuck you too. Hey bro. No, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm uninterested. Thanks. Thanks so much. Oh, I was here for lazy grass. Those dudes were not on my list of things I like, ever. They're off my list. They're not on my list of things I like. Thanks for asking. Decidedly. Leaving for the hay bale and to the fallen trunk, the rotten aperture. Aperture science. Do I must be for the good of all of us, the ones who are dead. There's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying.
I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain.
Bug ichor. You place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hands. She inspects it suspiciously, but doesn't ask where it came from.
I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract,
Blah 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 blah. Toxic thistle. You snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She's careful not to prick herself on the sharp ends. The nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so careful to keep intact, immediately crushes them into powder. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small, hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, stinky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Speak for yourself. One can never have enough lumps. So true, Queen. The nurse shrugs at you and sucking up the bubbling mixture to the other side of the syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any veins with the point of the needle.
Sorry, you seem to have some strange physiology.
Bah! Give it here. I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. A cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. There, I feel much better. Can I go inside now?
Oh, yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick. The leech is very busy.
Okay, Queen, thanks, I guess. I don't know. I want to steal from you, but I can't. Alright, let me inquire about this husband. The doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on the clipboard. From under her wide-brimmed hat, I hate all the coughing. This is gonna make me... Oh my god. She appears to notice you, but enter pays you no mind. You must be a leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients.
Do you have the symptoms? Crackling of bones, oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver? Let's get you examined.
The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her hand away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it on me.
My dear, we are all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another.
You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there is a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone.
I am here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you?
I told you already. I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone else. I'm here to find someone. A man who came through here with a sprained ankle.
Half the patient who come to me have twisted this or broken that before the pox set in. Pox sets in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like?
I'm not sure.
Then how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for.
You look about the sick house at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. It's not on the left. Husband, yeah, dark. They're sleeping. Dark hair, dark eyes. It's the beardy guy you're looking for. You don't know where that short fellow got today. Leave me alone. It's that man with the beard. Go find short guy. It's the beardy guy. I can rob her. Doesn't seem like she's helping them, so might as well. Alright, I have a description.
Well, do you have any better idea who you're looking
Shorter than most.
for? I'm going to need a bit more than that.
Darker features.
Narrowing it down, give me something else.
Or full beard.
Ah, yes. I remember that poor man now. He came with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through this route he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly, I'm sorry to say. In the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable.
He's dead. What sort of sick house is this anyway?
My condolences, Willie. Now, excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for a living.
At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all.
I'm sorry, that information is reserved for the next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you're related to the disease in the slightest.
The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. Better return to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Fuck you, man. I have to go tell a fucking old woman that her husband, who left with a sprained ankle, is got the pox and died. This sucks. Me when I'm to deliver the news. God fucking damn it. This is animal cruelty and like I'm the animal and I feel so bad. I'm sorry, lady. I'm gonna really quickly. Hey. Sorry.
Do you have news of my husband? He should have been back from the sick house by now.
You bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face.
Oh, what a nuisance.
You don't seem that upset by the news.
Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where is the fool now?
I'm not sure. The leech wouldn't tell me, but her assistant mentioned having to dispose of the dead out in the swamp.
Brimstone and Bandersnatch. I'm already in your debt, sister. Can I ask you for another favour?
I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it?
There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it's still got some juice there. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to worm farts.
What am I to do with this circle?
You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisk should explain the rest.
Visit the obelisks in the swamp. Am I crazy? Song of the Snake. That's where that troll is. Over here is where that guy was. So I'm assuming I have to go down here. That's not that far. I can do that. There we go. Ornately dressed, but for what and by whom? Rooted, skyward, adorned, ornamented. We brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stone obelisks surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. Collected dragon fang. From this. What? Oh, okay. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. The afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. Got it. Necromantic charm, apothecary humors, and a drake fang from the swamp. Okay. I can do that. And then this bad boy needs bug eye core, and then drake fang.
item for this, for the Drake thing. I need milk, and I need... So I'm gonna go to the fields to get the pumpkin jack bone thingy, and also milk. And then we'll be back. Oh, I can also get bug ichor. Let me just move that bad boy down. Move that bad boy down. I'm not dealing with your ass. Goodbye. Fields, here we go. I should also check what the other... Oh, wait. Fuck. Okay, I forgot about that. I can still make this, though. And I can still make this, so let's just really quickly... Stuff going up here. And that'll be for the Drake. And then for the apothecary humors, I need nothing. I have all. For this, I need the Jacobine thingy. Snag line. I'll go fight these Jacobitches. Okay, and then let me switch my thing over. Wait. What was it that I needed to... Oh, the necromantic charm. I need more blood. Okay, we'll get blood when I go back, but for now we're gonna switch my thing back over to the ox, since we're here, and I'm gonna go dreadful doll that bitch. I can't kill them? Okay.
Ah, sly old fox. How do you manage to get your cricky bones past me grunts? My mooks must be getting fat across the waist to let you slip by so easy. Never too old to teach some youngins that hands are better left out of people's pockets. Next time I catch one of your thugs rooting for gold, they'll have to recount their fingers. Ain't afraid of nothing, are you? Well, let me be the first to welcome you to our merry camp, though I suspect you didn't just come to school us. What do you know about the ox who works the southern fields? He told me his family might have come through this way. Oh yeah, we know all about the ox. He also might have seen that family as is. We also might have seen his family as is, but on the other hand, no we didn't. What's it to you? Listen up, you big lug. That information is just about the only thing stopping me from changing the whole lot of you into stinking chickens. Alright, Granny. No need to get upset. We were just playing games, you know. Yeah, we seen that family. A boy and his mum, if I remember. Always walking in that big ox's shadow. Always looking afraid of him, too. So you didn't kidnap them. Where are they now? You know, you remind me of my dear old ma. She didn't take no guff from no one, neither. Ah, she used to bake the most delicious meat pies. I sure did miss her cooking. Me and the boys have been awful hungry lately. Thieving is hard work, and crime doesn't always pay. So, do
Do you know how to bake? I even got my Mars pie recipe right here. Who knows? On a full stomach, I might even remember something about that missing family.
Dough? I need to kill another crow. I need a bunch more hearths, the ember thingies. Campfire embers. Okay. No, this is the game. Why am I bothered? This is the game. I just have to run everywhere. I don't have enough jars for this, do I? Yeah, boys. Be scared of me. Fuckers. I'll get embers from that one guy. Bunch of campfire embers. No, wait, hold on. Whatever you say, boys. Whatever you say. I am stealing from you. All you have is vending cultists? Christ, are you guys gonna make it? Like, fuck. Okay.
Say, do you know how to bake? I'm gonna humble pie. Fee fi fi fum. I'm pie in my tummy tum tum.
Okay. I'm never saying that again. Come on then, have a helping. The bandit plunges his hand into the pie, grabbing a fistful. He barks in delight as wet chunks of pie filling spatter out of his gob.
Ah, delish. Just like Mom used to make, but something different.
Picks a small black feather between his yellow teeth.
Is this
Pride? I figured you could do with a serving of humility. The gargantuan man's lip begins to quiver. Great watery tears swell up in his beady eyes. What's the matter, dearie? Are the spices too strong? No, it's not the spices. It's just... He deteriorates into great shuddering sobs that shake the camp. Ma always said I was a bad seed. Said I wasn't good for nothing but eating and thieving. But all I really wanted to do was dance. I was gonna make the greatest dance troupe the world has ever seen. Had a name into my mind and everything. Picking and leaping pockets. It's kind of funny. But I've been doing nothing but taking, always taking. Oh, Mom was right. I'm a bad apple. Come on now, dry those eyes. You're not all that bad. He snorts a dangling glob of snot back into his nose. You really think so? You gently reassure him with another helping of pie.
Of course not. You're going to tell me all about the Ox's family, aren't you?
Right. Well, you see, we've been spying on that ox for years now. Every full moon, he'd go out to his fields all by his lonesome. He'd go at the sky. What was he'd say? Oh, yeah, he'd yell, Abcrocorn pub. That always sounded like he got into an argument with someone, but there was never anyone else there, except that creepy old scarecrow of his. He pat the sniffling rogue on his stubbly cheek.
That's a good lad. Maybe it's time to think about trading the dagger for dance shoes. The daggers for dance shoes.
He stuffs more handfuls of the crumbling pie between his blubbering lips. Yes, I'll do it. I'll dance. Good on ya. Good man. Adios, guys. I'm gonna talk to the fucking scarecrow, I guess. I'm so scared. Personally. I'm scared to talk to the scarecrow. It is a mean-looking scarecrow. It's a scary-looking scarecrow, okay?
This eerie simulacrum of a human sways in the breeze. Its lumpy face seems to leer down at you, as if expecting something. Abracorn cob? The figure creaks against its pole as its vegetative head twists to look at you. It takes a wheezing breath, expelling a moth from its mouthful.
Hello, Goss. Have you come to strike a deal with the great and magnanimous Harvest Master?
Oh, no thank you. I'm involved in quite too many dark contracts with supernatural beings already.
Why then have you summoned me?
Has the Ox made a deal with you, perchance?
The ox? Why yes, terrible trade I say, but a deal is a deal.
What sort of trade? Does it have to do with his missing family?
Yes, he said he wanted to win pretty prizes, grow the best crops. He said he would give up anything in the world. So he offered me his wife and son. And I'm not one to refuse a bargain like that.
Where are they? What did you do with them?
Don't worry, they're fine. But as long as I make the crops grow, they belong to me.
And if the crops should fail, your deal would be broken.
Ha! I'm the greatest harvest master. My harvest will never fail.
We'll see about that. I better take a closer look at these prize-winning plants.
Withering can. Hell fucking yeah.
Humph. These stalks don't look so steady to me. A good herbicide ought to shovel these right up. I'll teach the ox a lesson about proper agricultural practices. Need a steady enough vessel to hold the poison, though. Maybe I can convince that vegetal fellow to give up that nice big watering can of his.
Oh my lord. And we're sabotaging him and his dark contract. I mean, I guess we want the son and wife to be okay. They deserve to live happy lives. They've literally been sacrificed, so that really fucking sucks for them. Where am I going? Okay. Hey, bro.
Well, hello again. Found out anything about what that ox is up to? As a matter of fact, I have. It seems he traded his family to a turnip wizard or a field genie or some other such nonsense. Ah, you must mean the harvest master. That explains a lot, actually. Bad business to get mixed up with that sort of fellow.
The farmer nervously wipes his brow with the back of his leafy hand.
Not that I would know anything about that myself. Listen, I don't have time to exchange farm gossip. I need to borrow your watering can over there. Ah, I'd be happy to lend it to you, but unfortunately I still need it to grow my prize-winning vegetable.
You glance down at the fat head of cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of big swaddling leaves. You think you may have heard a faint giggle coming from deep within the fronds.
Seems plenty big enough to me.
Ah, just you wait. My little baby is going to grow up to be a big baby. It's going to be the belle of the ball at this year's festival. But if it were to, say, grow a little bit faster, I suppose I wouldn't need my watering can at all.
You swear the farmer winks at you, despite not being equipped with any eyes.
Does nobody here grow produce in an honest way?
Let me take a look at the little tyke. You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen. But if it gets your hands on that watering can, it could stand to be a little fatter. My lord almighty. Okay. Water, growth potion, and turkey gizzard.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
And everybody says in a chorus,
That's too damn bad.
I like that you can hear him humming a little bit. You know? Okay, bye. Uh-huh. Now I need to put some more. I'm gonna go back here for a bit. I've got my fingers in all the pies, okay? And god damn it, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna go great. Oh, I did deal with it, okay. Sorry, bye. Bye. I'm leaving. Sorry. Not sorry. Oh my god! Calm down. It's not that deep. Good thing I stole some mending poultice. I mean, it's not that tough to use to get, but, you know. Still. Okay, bitches, I fucking dealt with it. I kicked over those little rock piles like yours. Now give me that shard or I'll knock over this nest too.
You smashed fairy shrines? Good. Take it. We don't want your trash.
Thank you. Shard in the swamp. Just, it's somewhere in the swamp. Is terrible. That's so unspecific. It honestly sounds like a baby that has gained consciousness and therefore mischievity too fast, too soon. Like, bro. I do want to know, though. Ew. Nice. Helpful. I mean... I just gotta find the shard somewhere around here. That's great. Maybe I need to talk to the guy. Let's see what's here. Oh my god, wait, that thing that was the unless you're... Yep, okay, you're farting still. Okay, do I do it? These animated images, they march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface, reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing totems are too dense for it. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs! Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some of the glitz on the wall. A moonlight globe. Oh, where do I find that? Totemic moondrop. I don't know where that would be. Okay, but I find it in the swamp, so I guess I'm already in the right place. This thing. And I need another fucking jar for it. Okay, I need 3 jars. 3 jars. It's fine. And then I know where to find these. I can go do these. Is that what I want to do right now? Or... Totemic moondrop. Just like, where the fuck would I find that? Okay, so all I got from you was blood, which is nice, I guess. But ultimately quite unhelpful. Give me 2 seconds. Well, okay, we're gonna switch over to I thought I already made the apothecary humors thing. Did I not? Oh, or I use this thing. Oh, I just made this. Okay, I just need goop for that. So I'll just make a thing. Do it there. Alright, death certificate. Let's go. Let's go get that death certificate. I hope she doesn't have me go get even more random shit. Totemic moon drop from the swamp. I don't. Where would I find a fucking moon drop? A totemic moon drop, specifically. Alright, let's just go get a death certificate. The shadowy doctor prowls among the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with a dark hunger. She snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer. Who knows what sort of disgusting maladies you might be carrying?
Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know, but I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we talked about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she's asked me to collect it for her. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medicinal closet. Now, where was that through? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence. What are you going to get? Medicine for that death certificate. I think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are on the line. Fine. You'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate. Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hands. The leech stuffs the poultice into an unsanitary-looking cabinet without a second glance. The leech takes the wings with a surprisingly delicate touch and lays them out carefully along the surface of a clear shelf. The leech inspects the barbs before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside other excruciating-looking instruments. I've run your errands. Now I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here. The leech extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. Take it. Alright. Let's go offer this shit up to the fucking obelisks, yeah? Do you think that lady realizes she's working for a shit operation? Or not? The southern obelisk asks for a collection of bodily fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic fluids. The fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst, until only the wet residue remains. The eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of the dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out in the swamp? Drake fang. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy chunk. Clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. The western obelisk requires a source of an undead animation. Necromantic shrine. You place the token of undeath into the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbra of the obelisk snuffs it out. The northern obelisk calls for proof of the dead. Afterlife is nothing if not bureaucratic. A death certificate from the leech would fit the bill. The human swamp air has made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. The carvings on the ground burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a vacuous force pull at the visceral center. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Place the vessel that is seized, yada yada. Recite the invocation, the necrodermis. Apply the candle. Alright, it seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. Should be here in the swamp somewhere. I bet I can. No, please. I don't have time for this, sir. I think I know what it is. I think I have an idea. I don't need more hydrogen, but it's here, so. This must be where that nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. Need to take a closer look at each one to find the right guy. Not that. This isn't it, unfortunately, unless. This isn't the right one.
Not the husband, this one. Close hole doesn't fit. Where on earth is that stinking body? You'd think I'd be able to find him among the dead here. You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking in the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes at the withered flesh. Two globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to ball buttons. A huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping, toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man was.
Speak to the Frog King. Hello, Frog King. May we speak?
Can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wanted its way into my palace?
You call this filthy bog a palace?
He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk.
Wouldn't you? This place is a veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites, so they will all grow big and strong. I'll eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I prefer my food to be nice and tender.
Look, you wouldn't perchance have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high? Full beard, deadish.
The frog taps his fingers against a log, grinning an impossibly large grin.
Yes, I do believe I've seen the chap. That's such a delectable aroma. And fall off the bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day down.
We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you.
The frog rolls his eyes around and around as if daring you to try something. The witch, of course, always has something she can try. I don't have those yet. Not really. The frog rolls his eyes around and around. You wrap a juicy-looking grub around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the frog king.
Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps a small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue.
The frog gulps down their tantalizing meal without a thought.
A delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now, I already told you where.
His nostrils flare for a moment, then he sneezes, sending specks of white mucus flying. The frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. You avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knock you off your feet. Great Glenda's ghost, what a stench! The frog wobbles on its legs, looking thoroughly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite nicely. With some snapping and squeezing, you manage to get him down to a transportable size. Stuff him into your satchel. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess the answer to everyone's questions is that, if you don't give me what I want, I will make you go fuck yourself. The circle of power is ready and waiting for its necromantic purpose. Place the husband's body in the center. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchel and slap it down into the middle of the circle. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull it spread eagle against the ground. Strange mist rises from the obelisk, casting everything in sickening green light. Slowly but surely, she was walking toward me. Cut the conversation in a minute. Okay, stop. Sorry. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk, one by one. Oh, get on with it! I haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Hello, zombie husband. Well, hello there.
Yeah!
You caused me a lot of trouble. You know that? The reanimated corpse claws at his throat. Sorry, wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue plopping about the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. Though he moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to emanate from someplace beyond. Murderer!
But I am not. You were quite dead when I found you.
No, leech! Murdered me! He clutches at his hollow chest as if trying to feel his heart beating.
Gave me plague, drained my blood. Leech murdered others.
He swings a limp arm toward the body-filled bog.
I knew there was some awful stink about that sick ass. What sort of doctor infects her in patients?
Check the office. Find proof.
Don't you worry. I'll make sure that parasite gets what's coming to her. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping.
Yes, I late.
As he shambles into the choky mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Oh, he's late. He feels bad. How do I not know how to find the fucking moon totem or whatever? That feels like something that would be pretty obvious. I'll figure it out. At some point. Moon totem. Hey, bitch. Yeah, that's some great advice, except, like, you're working for a woman who's poisoning people. While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office. Mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That is, until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped down spines glued to a solid plank. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With a click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogs the name, description, and age of its source. Looks like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a nearby table, you spy a decanter half filled with ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach.
Darling, can't you see this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason not to be here.
She hastily shuffles you out of the room.
Now get out. This place is only for the sick.
You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter.
That attitude black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will parallel with an infusion of peat marsh powder in the next batch.
She takes a sip, waiting just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down.
Oh, lovely. Sharp flavor. Full-bodied.
Suddenly, the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass.
What's happening?
The leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Collect the soul of the leech. You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers lightly. Drained by the very spirit she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the leech. I don't believe it. This was happening right under my nose the whole time. Feeling a lot better. Fingering it, you can see it. Wow. I'm gone. I have to go. I have other shit to do. Adios. Can I steal from this chest yet? No, nothing's even in here. What's the point? Okay, okay. What do I need to do with the bear? Metamorphosis. Oh, I have everything. Well, technically I don't have everything. I need to go to the apiary. Alright, let's go to the field and let's go to the apiary. Oh, and whatever the hell has to happen for that other guy. Oh, shit, where's the apiary? Is it this way? No? I've already been over here. It's probably over to the left or something. Sorry. I love that you can hear them doing little mutterings. Thank you. I know I needed that for something. I forgot what it was, but I'm sure it'll come up.
Heidi ho! I'm afraid we're closed for the season. Closed, but I need some of your honey right away. Sorry, our supply was cleaned out just a little while ago. Funny little man with a cart, you just missed him. Yes, I've met him. He's the quartermaster for the bear, but he had a bit of an accident on the road. I need to collect some more honey for the lakeshore camp. The bear? That explains why that quartermaster purchased so dang much. I heard that that lumbering bully would steal the nectar from a larva if it suited him. The poor bees have already worked themselves half to death for that order, and they don't have any honey left. I wish I could do something to help you, but the only honey left in the entire apiary is Her Majesty's personal reserve.
Her Majesty?
Right, my sweet spring flower, the jewel of my crown, the golden sun of my... Yes, get on with it. My beloved queen. She's as lovely as she is wise and resides over her flowered kingdom. A shrill voice pierces the meadow and sends chills down your spine. Slave! Where is my dinner? I order you to bring me the finest sunflowers. Right away, my love. And make it pretty this time. I don't want another one of your dandelion bouquets like some common wasp. Yes, my sweet.
I think I had better have an audience with this queen myself. Can I run? What can I run? So sure. Having a rough time doing this, do you think? Free jar, fuck yeah. No. Speak to the queen. The regal insect looks down her curled nose at you scornfully.
That fool beekeeper is supposed to stop the rabble from trampling my delicate garden. Good help is so hard to find, isn't it? And I suppose you've come to lend a hand? No, I don't think so. What do you want, little beetle? You seem like a very busy woman, so I won't waste your time. I need honey, your best honey. She tilts her long neck back and lets out a buzzing laugh. Do you think I simply give my carefully cultivated riches to just any commoner?
Do you have any idea how much time and energy is spent managing this colony? Everyone always wants something, but no one ever wants to work for it. Shh. In a rustle of petals, the beekeeper comes running over, holding out an assortment of beautiful prairie flowers. My darling sweetheart, I offer you the finest meadow flowers. I hope you find these to your liking. Is this marigold? You wax-brained fool! You know I despise this stuff. How many times must I repeat myself? Get out of my sight, all of you! My love, I've wronged you. Let me try again. You follow the beekeeper a short distance away while he busies himself. Nah, this is a woman. Let's make this lesbians. While she busies herself picking more flowers. She seems to be in a foul mood. Does she always treat you like this? Well, yes, but it's really unusual. It's really usually my own fault. Sometimes when she really gets her venom up, a little bit of smoke and soothing herbs calms her right down. Actually, I think this maybe isn't lesbians. Maybe it's funny this man is getting tortured. Okay, maybe that's bad. Okay, hold on. It's not funny that the man is getting tortured, but I changed my mind on it being lesbians. Smoke, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something to even out her mood. Let's just imagine that this guy has a really high-pitched voice, because I don't feel like coming up with something else. Royal incense recipe. Oh, I gotta fucking leave. Fuck shit. Smoke pellet. Sleeping powder? Can't do that. And last one. Herbs. I can't do that. Alright, need 1 jar of water. And I need clay. A jar of water and clay. Okay, I'll be right back. Dude, I'll be right back. We don't have any fucking water, dude. Why not? It's not faster if you run into everything. Aww. We'll just get more water. Well, I'm glad that you guys can be together. Thank you, sister. It's good as new.
Love wife.
I'm so happy for you.
I really need to find the totemic moon drop. Alright, we're gonna run to where...
How do you get a totemic moon
We'll move back to the B, because I know I just... And I gotta get some more petals. What do I do if I can't figure out how to get the totemic moon drop? Okay, I just don't know where to find it. I feel like I've been all over. I'll go back to the swamp and I'll try talking to somebody that I haven't talked to yet. I'll try talking to the troll. Maybe that'll help.
Where do I go? What do I do? Where did we go? What did we do? We did something. It's fine. I don't know what to do. Maybe I need to fight that guy. Let's try and fight this guy. Come here, buddy. Oh my god, it was that. Actually gonna attack a person in real life. I don't know why I'm so mad. This is helpful. This is a good thing that I figured it out.
Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some of the glittering bubble.
You cast the glowing orb into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies simulate coordination and knock their wooden lips into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dancing begins. No longer. Okay. Mirror shard to the maiden. Let's finish this snake for once. Okay, bye, bitch. I'm uninterested. Oh, weeping maiden. It's almost like you rhyme with weeping maiden. It's crazy. So easy. I was not crazy once. I've been sane this entire time. I took the test. They told me I was normal, actually.
Have you found any of the mirror shards? I wonder where they could be.
Yeah, 3 out of 3, baby! I rhymed too many times in a row. You gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She's careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. The pieces click into place perfectly, and the surface of the mirror ripples like the water on the lake. The ripples calm, settling into the form of a pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror with awe.
Look, it's as good as new. Oh,
The maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into the visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears roll down her cheeks.
I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand. What happened? Where are you?
I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You have to get me out.
You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid?
Listen, my love, I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician.
What are you talking about?
You were so beautiful upon your balcony. A bum like me would never get your attention. So I asked the snake to help me out a little. I thought I could protect myself from the snake's hypnotic gaze with this magic mirror. But then you went and broke the darn thing.
I didn't break it. It slipped out of my hand. Wait, don't put this on me. How could you be so irresponsible?
One problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror, so it should be able to break the snake's spell now. Oh, yes. You have no idea how unbearable it is being stuck in here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme.
Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer.
Babe, wait! Well, I'm gonna help him, but more for the fact of stopping the snake. I'm less interested in... sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. The mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue flicks against the glass, then disappears beyond it. It's so beautiful. Like a length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake brushes forward and vanishes into his own reflection. The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deeply. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wriggling shape, trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake.
Quest completed, baby.
Why would you have a place with bookshelves and books if you are not cool? Like, what's the point of you having books, bro? I don't like you. You don't need them. Oh, everybody left. Did I, like, take anything? Okay. Well, bye.
Fuck yeah.
I'm so good at this shit. I'm so good at this shit. Okay. Nice. That's good for them. Alright. Craft rounds. That's for the queen bee. Let's... Incense. Incense. Lord. Okay. Let's go to the field. Here we go.
Ceremonious. It's hardly sanctimonious.
Hello, I'm here, I'm here. You sneak! Do you honestly believe that your little puff of smoke can... The queen fans herself lightly as the world begins to push and pull all around her. Does anyone else feel a little hot? Anyways, as I was saying, you can't just... The sparkling sun bears down on the queen like a warm summer's embrace. Hi, look at all these beautiful colors. Have they always been so bright? The queen stretches her arms across the sea of flowers, brushing the tips of their petals gleefully. She arcs her limbs to the myriad of colors swirling about her head. It's gorgeous! Oh, what's that delicious smell? Crackling into the waxen walls of her hive, the queen pulls out a golden honeycomb. She proceeds to messily stuff the honeycomb into her face. Oh, delectable! Oh, it's so good. You simply have to try some, my dear. I've never tasted anything so delicious in my life. She offers up a sticky handful to you. Why, thank you, my queen. Alright, here we go. To the lakeshore camp, I think. That's where we're going? So glad I have these portals.
I make you a protective talisman, will you let me into this tent?
I suppose I wouldn't have much to worry about if you did.
Protective talisman. Here, this ought to shield you from harm. For a time. He grins nervously as he puts the charm around his neck. Then he clobbers himself in the face with his own fist.
You weren't kidding. No, that's nowhere near the kind of punishment the bear can dish out.
I better find some more stuff to test it out with, and I'll give that bear a piece of my mind. He stumbles off into the camp to find other objects to try against his newfound protection, leaving the bear's tent unattended.
Right, let me get his little teddy bear.
A dear trifle. Surely this will do. A dear trifle. Surely this will do.
Oh my god, she's fucking jorking it. Christ. A frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. As you squeeze the honeycomb with your bare hands, thick, rich honey slowly oozes into the brewery's tank. Too sweet for your taste, but then this potion is not for you. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. You ladle out a good portion of the writhing, tar-like substance into the brewery. To be safe, you add a little bit more, just for texture. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. You pause before dropping the tattered plaything into the brewery. A glint in its button eye reminds you of something, but the thought soon evaporates from your mind. What does that mean?
You overturn your palm and the stuffed bear splashes down into the concoction. It floats sadly for a moment before becoming waterlogged and disappearing on the surface. With the addition of the final ingredient, the brewing equipment is sealed and set to work. Steam hisses from the rivets, and its swollen metal belly clanks and rattles. Before long, the waggling fingers of the gauges and dials settle down, indicating that the brew is complete. You give a quick sniff test and recoil the sickeningly sweet vapors. You push an empty wooden keg under the contraption spigot and crank the release valve. The brewery strains another pressure and fills the keg with a chunky, oozing fluid. May not be the finest honey around, but hopefully that great raging galoot won't stop to notice the difference. The brewery wheezes in defeat. You doubt it will ever make mead again.
Give the bears honey mead.
Ah, Captain, I brought you more honey mead. The bear swipes up at the tankard with his massive paw and tosses the contents into his slavering maw. Massive paw and tosses the contents into his slavering maw without hesitation. He licks his chops, savoring the peculiar flavor. With a sudden jerk, he bears down on you with suspicion. Say, this tastes kind of funny. What did you do, soldier? It's in...
Shay, this blah blah blah. I forgot I have to make it sound like all slobbery.
It's in a new recipe. I thought you might enjoy something with a little more sting in it.
Ah, you know I hate new things. I'll teach you to mess with my favorite brew, you hayseed.
He bears upon you with frightening speed. He raises the huge mace in his paw skyward, and you brace for the impact. With an equal measure of speed, the sergeant leaps between the crashing mace and your head. You peer through your fingers as a great clang resounds through the camp. The bear roars furiously as his blow is magically repelled from the sergeant's talisman. The mace goes spinning out of his paw and falls into the lake with a great splash. He gapes dumbfounded as the sergeant stands before him, completely unharmed. Ha! That'll teach you to pick on us, you big oaf. This has been a long time coming. The sergeant wags his finger at the bear.
Oh, J.A., thank you, Aura.
Oh, wait, who do you think you are? You think you're so big and tough with your fancy feather hat and your big honking club? Look at you now! The camp soldiers gather to witness in stunned awe. Miraculously, the bear seems to shrink in the face of the sergeant's onslaught. If it was up to me, you'd be dishonorably discharged for disorderly conduct. You're a disgrace to the uniform. You're no captain of mine. With fear welling up in his eyes, the bear shrinks and shrinks until he is reduced to the size of a small bear. And another thing! What's happening? In place of the bear's drunken grimace is the stitched smile of a doll's grin. Two button eyes stare back at the disapproving faces surrounding the little plush's toy. The sergeant takes a step back to reveal the small shape of a stuffed teddy bear where the old brute once stood. Your transformative potion has finally done its work. Gee, I guess I overdid it? He scratches his head in befuddlement, but seems genuinely relieved. Sarge, I guess that means you're in charge now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Well, what are you all standing around for? The camp's a mess. Let's get to work. You
You pick up the diminutive doll and brush some sand out of its fur. As you inspect it further, its head lolls to face you. Far within the glassy surface of its button eyes, you can barely make out a tiny crimson flame. The trapped soul of the bear. You sought to be with that old goat is officer. I hope he's happy. Yeah, but hey, it's a doable mess. It's a dealable one. You can do it. You'll be fine, bro. Also, gotta say, lots of what look to be not empty jars, or not empty cups, very full cups, in fact. Never mind. Oh, hey, quartermaster. What a relief. With the bear gone, we can all rest easy. Well, I'm happy for you. I feel like I'm losing the voices in the mess of it all. Alright, let's deal with the ox, yeah? Do I need anything else? Or did I do it? Did I have it all? Yeah. Alright, time to fancy up his crops. Isn't my baby just wunderbar? You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen, but if it gets your hands on that watering can, it can stand to be a little fatter. Growth potion. You pop open the cork of the potion and sprinkle the bright liquid onto the cabbage's roots. Turkey gizzard stone. Crushed into fine powder, a gizzard stone lends potent nutrients to the soil. 2 jars of water. You spritz the cabbage with fresh, clear water while uttering a simple horticultural charm. The water beads like dewdrops before the leaves drink them up and brighten in color. The budding plant changes to a bright purple, then blue, then yellow. It suddenly goes rigid and shrinks to the size of a marble. The farmer gasps in horror as his precious baby disappears back into the earth. He turns to you, shoulders stiff and pitchfork in hand. He takes one step in your direction, but stops abruptly when a tremor shakes the ground. You look to your feet and watch a deep crack split the earth. Hold on to your hat, this one's gonna be big. You hear a boom and giggle echo from deep in the ground. Wait. No. But like, imagine that booming. And like, kind of scary. The vegetable farmer falls to his knees, clutching his hat to his chest. In an explosion of leafy greens and flying earth, the bouncing head of an enormous cabbage erupts into the field. The farmer reaches out to it, shakily.
My little baby?
Papa! the farmer scrambles towards the big bumbling cabbage with open arms. My beautiful baby, look at how big you've grown! See, with a little love and help from your friends, you're sure to win first prize after all. Oh, I don't even care about that silly thing anymore. Just look at how handsome my baby is. The two embrace, laughing and crying. I suppose you won't be needing that watering can anymore. Please help yourself. You've helped me more than enough. It will take some work to break through the scarecrow's magical boom, but you're confident in your mastery of poisons. Okay, I messed up. Weird water. Okay, I can do that. And then potion of light. Off we go to the swamp then. Gotta get a speeder. Why didn't I just go down, you might be asking?
Go get a newt.
Lord, calm down. Calm down. I'm just gonna go get a bunch of clay. Okay, we're gonna do that. gonna try and refresh it so I can get an eye of newt.
We got this. It's gonna be so fucking easy.
Thank you. I don't know what I've made so far. I don't think I've even used any of them. You hold your breath and empty the poisonous vial into the container. The toxic fumes make your fingernails curl. Weird water. A good amount of weird water will dilute the poison to keep it from eating straight through the metal can. It will take some work to break through the blah blah blah. You crush up the impish bone into fine powder. This potent fertilizer helps spread the light. You find a hefty stick to mix all the ingredients together inside the water. You know your work is done when the stick dissolves into mush in your hands. Okay, bye-bye, sir. Thank you for lending me what I need to ruin this guy's fucking life.
Hey, I thought I told you to beat it. I thought I told you to beat it.
He raises his hoe and brandishes at you menacingly. fucking lesson. And fuck you. Bitch. You watch the sickness spreading up the stalks to the very tips of the tallest leaves. Vivid greens turn to diseased browns as the crops bend and droop.
No, what is happening? Harvest Master, we had a deal. You promised my crops would never fail.
Dreadfully sorry. Looks like my magic is broken. Not my fault.
The ox throws himself to the ground, desperately raking the soil with his fingertips.
Wait, let's make a new deal, please. I sacrificed too much for this.
New deal? What is your offer?
Anything you want. Just bring my precious crops back to me.
Anything, This is acceptable.
Worm-like roots suddenly wrap around the ox's feet and begin dragging him into the soil.
Wait, I didn't mean...
Bye. Major loser. The dust settles over the spot where the ox once stood as if nothing had happened. Though the soil looks barren and diseased, a small sprout of leafy green catches your eye. Where the ox once stood, a green tendril has pushed its way through the earth. You watch a delicate blossom unfurl, revealing a stubborn, hard-shelled seed. The soul of the ox. The souls of the bear, leech, snake, and ox jostle in your satchel with fearful energies. That's that then. I better get these back home to the goat before he ransacks the rest of the place. Standing at the front gate, the ox's missing wife and son blink in confusion as if they had just burst forth from the earth itself.
Ma, what's happening? What's happened?
Oh, welcome back. I suppose you don't remember much.
He really did it, didn't he? That stupid festival prize was worth more to him than us.
Where is he? Where's my husband? Don't fret, I've already set things straight. He won't be troubling you again. And you've got this nice fertile farm all to yourself now.
My son and I worked hard, ourselves to the bone for that horrible man.
Thank you for lifting this curse. Just do me a favor and don't make any deals with suspicious scarecrows. Dang. Don't worry now, child. I won't ever have to fear you again. Nope. That's lovely. Bitch, come here. Some entities still have to fear me. Yeah. Be scared. Alright, time to go home. Hello, I am in the shrine. Please let me in the shrine. It bugs me so much that we spawn in off-center. The goat rears its head at the sight of you. Its hooves pound the ground excitedly.
Most excellent. I can sense the presence of spirits about you. You must have captured the souls I have asked for.
No small task, I can tell you that. Just what do you plan on doing with them?
Oh, this and that. Nothing you must concern yourself with. What's important is that you are one step closer to fulfilling your contract with me. Just go ahead and place them in the shrine there. I'll take care of the rest.
The goat shakes its head towards a carved relic at the back of the room, grinning in a horrible way that no goat should. You approach the shrine. You approach the shrine and open your satchel. You approach the shrine and open your satchel. As you bring the stuffed bear close to the carved stone, As you bring the stuffed bear close to the carved stone relief in the wall, it spontaneously bursts into flames in your hands, burning away until only a harsh red stone remains. The stone zips out of your grasp and straight into a socket on the wall, buzzing like some angry insect. You are buffeted by flashes of the bear's wrath, drunken, roaring, cowering bodies, splintered wood, the smell of honey. The shrine awaits another offering, dry word. As with the first, the mummified husk of the leech turns to ash as you bring it close to the wall, leaving only a glowing orb in its place. Images of the leech sliver into your mind, the prick of a needle, the drip, 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 draining fluids, soothing words, restless sleep. Prismatic colors flash through your head at the thought of the snake, secrets lapped up by a forked tongue, whispers beneath the sound of festivities.
policy. The ox brings with him the overbearing heat of the midday sun, the salty tang of sweat in the soil, suffering, sacrifice, solitude. You step away from the shrine and its smoldering stones. Your burdens suddenly feel much lighter. Beside you, the sleeping maiden stirs in her slumber, but does not wake.
Now then, we've had a very long day. Why don't you get some rest? Tomorrow we shall pack up. We shall pick up bright and early.
Yes, I'm quite tired.
If he just fucking put me to sleep again, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Alright. That's what we'll call it for today. 3 hours, 47 minutes, not bad. Applause is necessary, and I'm just imagining it right now, okay? Hallucinate with me. Cool. Good job, all of us. We did it. We caught the first 4 of 12 souls that have wronged a woman that we really care about for some reason.